Hi, I'm Casey Camp-Horinek. I'm a member of the Ponca Nation in the occupied territory of Oklahoma right now. Our people are originally from Nebraska or Nebraska, South Dakota area. And we had a way of living there that is a dream and a vision for us right now to recreate in this time of climate crisis where all of us are looking for solutions. And Indigenous women, Indigenous people, are leading the way in these climate-created problems to the solutions for what's next. And the Palata, the Ponca Women's Scout Dance Society, the only functioning women's society among us right now. We had several at one time. At this time, we're working with WECAN, Women's Earth and Climate Action Network, to try to build this incredible dream and recreate the Ponca Earthen Lodges that were our way at one time of living in harmony with our Mother Earth and being safe in the spaces that we lived in. We had teepees for the time we needed to travel. And we had villages made of earthen lodges. And I just want to read you a passage that was written in 1804 during the time that Lewis and Clark were making their trip up our sacred river, Nishude, or the Missouri River, which was our traditional territory before our forced removal. And we have not had earthen lodges built in this area where we live now until WECAN and the Palata are coming together to bring a new vision of an old vision of how to live in harmony with our Earth Mother. So in about 1804, the Lewis and Clark expedition went up our sacred river, as I mentioned, Nishude, the Missouri River. And this is what they chronicled. Inside the village, the women had built large igloo-shaped earthen lodges, mostly of clay. The 20-foot-long entryways ballooned into 34-foot wide domed living rooms, supported by a complex lattice of peeled cedar poles. Outside the walls were often 3 foot thick at the base and a 1.5 feet thick on the roof, which was insulation for the scorching summers and punishing winters of the central Great Plains. Protecting the cluster of village lodges on the perimeter was a wooden stockade fashioned from cottonwood logs cut from dense groves along the rivers. Sacred Head people were avid horticulturists and dedicated farmers and buffalo hunters. And it goes on to talk about the squash, the pumpkins, the beans, the tobacco, and varieties of corn, channel cat, carp, the things that we fished for, the rainbow trout. And by that time, we were very close to entering into a series of 5 treaties with the United States, guaranteeing our right to live in a healthy manner. And then when my grandpa was 8, in 1876, 1877, we were forcibly removed. And we, Ponca, are living in a time that we never thought we would experience. Not only are we suffering from environmental genocide because of these fossil fuel extraction people and their companies and what they've done to the earth, to the water, to the air, and subsequently to the humans that live among all the living things. We have to find a way to be able to literally live now. And we've got these huge tornadoes because of climate change. We have ice storms that are coming on sometimes a weekly basis, certainly a monthly basis, that used to be decades apart. We never had this kind of heat to deal with. We've got commodities that we're being fed from all of those times in the past, and no good place to grow food. That's why this miracle is taking place right now. That the Earthen Lodge and the surrounding gardens and the composting and all of those things are not only going to give us a place for our women's society to meet and to grow sacred foods and to be safe in storms and to be safe in ice storms and to have a place when people just need a place to be and to ceremony. All of the surrounding societies and other tribes will also be able to come here during those times. We'll be growing our sacred corn again. We'll be putting medicine plants all over the earthen lodges. We'll have people coming here to live and to eat and to have a model for what life can be. As we envision this dream coming true, like the dream of having our sacred Sundance come back home and be revitalized, we can envision in this Earthen Lodge ceremonies for young girls as they're moving into womanhood. We can envision funerals being held there. Our Warrior Society, our Sundance Society, our Padata, all having a place to come together in a sacred circle. We can envision that as we move forward. So this is going to happen in September of 2023. It will be completely filmed as a template for others to be able to do this on a larger and smaller scale. And it will also then be leading into a 3-year plan where more and more food is being grown and we can eat healthy again, where more and more ceremonies are being held, where more and more gatherings can come together here with solar showers, solar power, compostable, everything. I'm just getting so excited I can't even think of all the things I want to tell you that are going on. Even having, the place right now where we live is still so sacred and still has no pesticides, so the birds, the animals, and everyone still come around here. Can you imagine how it's going to be? I can. The dream is coming through. And I want to say thank you one more time to WECAN for helping create this. Live the